Morning, everyone. Well, it's probably not morning for most of you, but it's morning here. So we're not exactly sure how the giraffe died, but we are very sure that the hyenas are very happy eating it. When did it happen? Sometime. We saw the giraffe yesterday in this area, and now it looks like this. It was perfectly healthy yesterday. Very surprised that we have signal to stream. We didn't when we stopped, but now we do, so that's good. It's, we're only about 5 minutes out of camp where we are here, and to be honest, I didn't hear anything. Did you hear anything, Uda? No. None of us heard anything overnight of this happening, but it is, we're just the other side of a hill, so that might have muted the sound. There's hyenas of all ages in the clan here, most of them feeding at adults though. How am I? I'm fine, thank you very much. How are you and everybody else out there? Bit of fighting going on behind the bushes there. Obviously they've been feeding for quite a while. You can see there's not much left, so bits of carcass are scattered all over the place. Someone was asking if it's regularly scheduled. No, it's not. We go live when we can. Signal problems, and I'm not going to set up a live stream just for lions sleeping or something like that. I'll try and bring you action. How many in this clan? I have no idea. There's at least 40 hyenas around right now. There may be more. There's quite a few. There's a little water hole just further in front of us. You can't see on camera. There's quite a few in the water there, and there's lots just roaming around in the bushes. How did they get it? I'm not sure if maybe they chased it and fell over, or just looking at the bushes behind you, there's quite a lot of broken bushes, so it could have been two males having a fight. It is a male giraffe that's dead here. How much meat can a hyena eat? I believe they can eat up to 35-40% of their body weight in one go. So that's a lot. Looking at 20-30 kilos there. Will the vultures take over? Eventually, it's very cloudy. It's still early in the morning. The vultures aren't up yet, so they won't be here for a while. There won't be a lot. Which clan is it? I don't know. We're not actually in the reserve, so it's possibly not a named clan. We're just outside in the tribal lands. Would a hyena eat a human if you were lying there looking like food? But generally, when you're standing up and walking around, they're a bit afraid of you. However, a big clan like this, when they're on a kill, you wouldn't want to walk into them. Are there any lion prides nearby? Possibly. I mean, that's another possibility as to what happened to the giraffe. It could have been lions. You know, we're on the edge of the Conservancy, so the old Dicky pride could be in the area. I don't know. We haven't seen any lions. How many days can a hyena survive without eating any food? With a full stomach, they can probably go well over a week without having to eat anything more. But they will eat as often as possible. Your friends already? Do hyenas eat vultures? I've seen them eating a vulture on, I think this is Zebrico many years ago. It's not something they do very often. What time is it here? It's sunrise. I don't know what time it is here.
6:40.
Yeah, just before 7 in the morning.
10 minutes to set.
What do they see there? Yeah, looking at the ranges. Are they dog sized? They're bigger than most dogs. They're bigger than my dogs. I don't know which one is the queen. Would a hyena dare to eat each other? I've seen hyenas eating each other, yes. Meat is meat, I suppose. Are there any rock pythons in your area? We actually had a python on the road that had been nicked by a car the other day, which I rescued and moved to a safer spot. Didn't video it though, because I can't video and rescue a python at the same time. Did we see the actual takedown? No, this has been fed on for a few hours already. We've just got up. It's just sunrise here, so we're not 100% sure what happened, how it happened. If it was another giraffe, if it was the hyenas, if it was lions, we don't know. They into their fallen sleep? Yes, there's quite a few sleeping that have had their fill already. Have the number of animals raised in Africa over the years because of habitat loss or poaching and hunting as well, and hunting, all those three things. Obviously, when the Europeans first came to Africa, everything was bountiful and they shot everything on sight until there was nothing left. Now We have commercial poaching going on a lot of species. Human-wildlife conflict on edges of areas like this, where the predators come into contact with livestock and the villagers retaliate. And just, yeah, habitat loss overall. Animals are in less than 10% of the area that they used to have to roam in Africa. And a lot of those areas are newly protected, so the animal numbers in those areas are nowhere near what they should be. Do they go back to their den and regurgitate meat for their pups? No. Wild dogs do that, hyenas don't. Hyenas have very rich, nutritious milk, so they will eat, and then the pups that aren't able to eat meat yet will get the nutrition from the milk. How rare are brown hyenas here? I don't think we have brown hyenas here. We have striped hyenas in the Mara, but no brown hyenas. What are they doing there? Can they eat the skin? That's a lot of the noise that you're hearing is them actually chewing through the very thick giraffe skin. They're getting the skin out the way, but they're eating it at the same time. They're getting it out the way to get to the meat. All the good cuts of meat are gone now, so now they're getting onto the backbone and areas like that. And after that, then they'll start to have to go for the bigger bones. You can see a lot of the ribs have been chewed already. Are male hyenas smaller than the females? Generally, yes. Generally, the males are smaller. The females are bigger and stronger. How old is the kill? Sometime last night. Sometime last night. We don't know exactly when. Do the striped hyenas have a hierarchy like the spotted hyenas? Not quite, no. No, they're more in small family groups, male-female babies. Hyena population in terms of numbers, generally stable. Spotted hyenas at least. They go through peaks and troughs like all animals, but they're not in any danger. They're not endangered at all. Have I ever touched one? Not a wild one, but I have touched a hyena that was in a rescue centre that had been brought there as a baby. Liked to be tickled, and it giggled when it was tickled. How far are we from the scene? We're very close. Very close. You can zoom out. That's as far as I can zoom out. That's how close we are. They eat the bones as well. They crush the bones to get to the marrow. The main idea of eating the bones is not for the bone part, it's for the nutritious marrow inside. Does it smell bad? Not yet because it's fresh, but after a day. So this evening it will not smell good. How long does it take a meal for this size to be completely gone? Well, they started eating last night. It's almost gone now. They will keep coming back to the bones though for the next few days. Guys, turn your engine off. What body parts do the hyenas eat first? Whatever they can get their faces into. and they will just eat, especially with a clan this big. They just grab whatever they can. When they're eating on their own, they start from the back and work forwards on something small. But on a big giraffe like this, it would be, they usually go in through the belly and start from there. One of the main animals that hyenas hunt rather than scavenge depends on the time of the year in the Mara. Obviously, during the migration season, the main food for everybody is wildebeest. Now, this time of the year, the wildebeest aren't here, so the larger antelope like topi would be taken quite often. Not the adults because they're quite fast, but the younger ones. A lot of young ones around at the moment. The males or females eat first. There's a hierarchy within the clan. So the higher ranking ones, which are the females, do eat first, and their hierarchy would determine the order of which females eat first. Cubs would eat if they are around before the males. The males are the lowest ranking within the hyena society generally, so they would be the last to eat. Do the hyenas' noises tend to attract lions? Yes and no. A few hyenas would attract lions, but when it's a big clan like this making this much noise, even the lions would stay away. What number of lions would a clan this size back away from? It really would depend on the lions and how they're feeling and how the hyenas are feeling at the time. Generally, it is said that if the hyenas outnumber the lionesses 4-1, then they're fine. So there'd have to be a lot of lions. If there's around 40 hyenas around here, then you would need 10-15 lions at least, and even then they might not want to even try. In general though, the hyenas are scared of the big male lions, so if a big boy with a big mane walked in, they'd scatter to start with. If I could be any animal, I think the nicest one to be would be an elephant. You eat all day and stroll around, you don't have much worries. Sounds good to me. Maximum count in a hyena clan? I'm not sure. I've heard stories of 50, 60 before. Like I say, there's at least 40 here. And they all seem to be happy they're not fighting, so it's all one clan. We don't know if they found the giraffe already dead. I am theorizing, looking at the broken trees around, that it may have been two males having a fight. It could have been lions taking it down as well. Well, it takes one lion, one male lion, one big male lion, big full-maned male lion they would run away from to start with. Depending on how brave the hyenas are, they might try and take him on after that, but it doesn't happen very often. Average life expectancy of a hyena, I think it's 10 to 12 years. Did the hyenas kill the giraffe? Unlikely that they killed it. They may have been responsible for it falling over. If a giraffe falls over, it can die. But we don't know. We really don't know. Do hyenas and carnivores drink blood in the kill? Yes, they do. A lot of the carnivores get their main moisture requirements from the blood of a fresh kill. No, the giraffe was not snared. Not at all. The rangers are right here. They're right next to us. They come to see what happens as well. Have you ever seen wild dogs attempt to steal the kill from a hyena clan this size? No, the dogs would be scared of a hyena clan this size. One or two dogs will gang up on them, but a big clan like this, the dogs would be risking too much. They would rather run away. Female hyena, I think 80 kilos, something like that, and a lioness over 100. Do hyenas take on buffalo? Yes, occasionally. Some of the guests at camp the other day saw a clan of hyenas. They took a baby buffalo and then they had to try and take on the mum as well. So it does happen. Ooh, why are you running away? They're just generally nervous animals. Do I live in Africa? Yes, I do. I don't live in Kenya where I am right now, though. I live in South Africa. Yes, there are up to 40 hyenas around here. Most of them are sleeping. You can see there's not much meat left on the giraffe, so most of them are sleeping it off already. There's a little water hole that they're lying around. What time of day do hyenas normally hunt? They normally get active just as the sun starts going down, so any time from there. But you can see them any time of the day. Any time of the day. Rhino or hippo, which is more dangerous? Black rhinos are generally grumpy and will try and run you over, but their eyesight's not so good. Hippos are dangerous if they're out of the water and you get between them and the water. When they're in the water, as long as you don't get in with them, they're fine. Are these mostly males? There's a couple of females still feeding, but yeah, most of them look quite skinny, so I think it's their turn. All the big girls are already lying down by the water hole. Can they crush the skull of a giraffe? No. Well, maybe, but they don't usually. They eat the nose part, but not the main part of the skull. Are there cows there? I can't see any at the moment, but yeah, there would be cows in this area. Who made the kill? We don't know. We don't know. All we know is the giraffe was alive yesterday and it's not now. We didn't hear any sounds from the camp even though we're quite close. We just came across it by chance this morning on the way out. Sun's not even properly up yet. Are female hyenas larger than the males? Generally, yes. We're just getting a little bit upset. The rangers are moving off now, so they're just worried about the movement of the vehicle. Would the hyenas take on a lone male lion? Unlikely. Young male, yes. Big male, no. Will the hyenas attack you if you get out your vehicle? I'm not going to get out and try, but when they've got food like this and they're fighting amongst each other, highly probable. Usually not. Usually you don't have to worry too much about hyenas, unless you're lying down on the ground looking like food. Do they need to drink water after the meal? The ones that got it when the blood was still fresh won't have to drink for a while. The ones that are eating now will have to drink. It's all dry meat now. What happened to the 4K video feed? The 4K video is the stuff that I'm filming on the other camera. This is a live feed. What you get is determined by the quality of the network. It's a lot better than it was last year. Can hyenas see as well as lions in the dark? Pretty much, yes. Any lions around? No, there are no lions around that we know of. My stream was, no it wasn't, my stream was terrible several months ago. It was absolutely pathetic. All predators hate each other and don't want to be around each other. Yeah, they don't like each other, they're all in competition for the same food. You will find that the hyenas will like to hang around other predators in the case that they might want to steal their food, but at a distance. Have I ever seen a bunch of wild dogs kill a hyena? No, I haven't. Can humans domesticate hyenas? There are people that have pet hyenas. I wouldn't advise it. What are the subspecies of giraffe in the Mara? They are the Maasai giraffe, which are the tallest of the giraffe subspecies. Will the hide get eaten? They are eating the hide. Look at that one on the back leg there. It's chewing the skin there. Well, no, it's finished. But yes, they will eat most of it. Is it true the hyenas do? You mean, do lions not like eating them because they don't taste nice? The answer is yes. Generally, predators don't really like to eat other predators, but they will if there's no other meat available. You know, meat eaters don't taste as good as plant eaters. Which one is the matriarch? Probably none of the ones that are feeding at the moment. What is my favourite animal? I like things I can interact with and pick up and hold, and so snakes and reptiles and things like that I can actually have in my hand and things. But favourite animal to watch, you know, I quite happily sit at a hyena den all day. It's always nice to see a leopard, it's always nice to see a cheetah, it's always fun to see lions. So any one of those really. hyenas bigger than leopards, bigger than female leopards in general, yes. Not quite as big as a male leopard usually, but it all depends on the individual. Hyenas must have a strong immune system. Yeah, most predators have a very strong immune system. Most animals out in the bush, they eat and drink things that we would never be able to without getting sick. Looking forward to the video of the Five Musketeers and of Scar. Yeah, the Five Musketeers was cool because they were eating, although it was a bit far away. The video of Scar is of him sleeping, so it's not going to be a video on its own, it'll just be in the highlights. It's just nice to have been able to see him. Hyena average lifespan 10 to 12 years, there or thereabouts. Am I a guide in Mara and in South Africa? I don't actually guide anymore, I just host. I have a guide, Yuda's here, Yuda's the guide. Say hello, Yuda.
Hello, hello everyone.
How many babies do hyena give birth to in a litter? Usually 2, very rarely 3. It's often when they do give birth, if they have more than one female in the litter, the one that is bigger gets more food, will try and kill the other one because the hierarchy runs down the maternal line. 2 females born at the same time would theoretically have the same ranking, and it's instinctive that one would kill the other. What is the name of the camp in the Mara? Zebra Plains Mara Camp. If you have a look in the description of this video, if you want to get hold of them, all their details are in the description. Thank you, Richard in Ohio. Thank you for watching. What's the difference between a guide and a host? The guide drives around and shows you the animals. The host sits and talks to people in the car at the camp, that sort of stuff. Do the animals ever try to get you in the Jeep? No. It's a pretty closed up system here. It's not the open Jeeps like you see in South Africa. It's more of a, well, it's a Land Cruiser, but it's got proper sides and a roof, although the roof pops up. Do you carry a weapon for protection? Not here, no. We used to have one when I was guiding in South Africa. You used to have to carry a rifle for defense purposes. You know, if your vehicle broke down, you had to walk back to camp or something like that. Out here, no one carries a weapon, except for the actual park rangers. Jack, it was a natural death. Rangers have been here to have a check, but we don't know if it was the hyenas. it's possible that it's a male giraffe, so it's possible that it was in a fight and fell over, and theoretically it's possible that lions took it down and the hyenas chased them off, but we haven't seen any sign of lions. Could be that the hyenas chased it and it fell over as well. The normal way of hyenas killing their prey is to grab it and disembowel it, which they certainly can't do with a giraffe, so it would have to have fallen over for them to get it. Any health concerns? Not wildlife related health concerns, no, just the same health concerns that anybody else has. Does it smell like rotting meat? No, because it's still fresh. It's only last night, so it still smells fresh. How long have I been a ranger? 22 years now. Although technically I'm not a ranger. A ranger is actually different to a guide. But Rob the Guide doesn't have the same ring to it as a title for your channel. Is it hot there? Not today, it's very cloudy. That's why the light's not so good. Any close calls in that many years? Yes. Yes, many things, but... What is the population of giraffes? Overall, the population of giraffes is decreasing in Africa. They've also been separated into actual separate species instead of subspecies now, which means that, except for, I think, the southern giraffe, most of them are endangered. Which animal's way of communicating is more complex? Hyenas certainly have a much wider range of vocalizations. The dog's a lot of body language though, so it depends how you look at it. I think the dog's is harder to understand because it's not so vocal, it's more visual. Giraffe meat's getting harder than buffalo. It's definitely harder than parla kudu and wildebeest. It's probably about the same, maybe a bit thicker than a buffalo. Am I going to have live streams regularly? I'm actually going back home on Monday, so from Monday until probably February there won't be much chance, because if I go on safari in Kruger there's no signal at all, so it'll have to be until I'm back here. And then, yeah, we are dependent on what we see and where we see it, because of the network is not, the coverage is not everywhere that we go. So the answer basically is no, there won't be live streams regularly, but they will be when I can. China's infrastructure projects interfere with wildlife in Africa. In certain instances, yes, like the railway line that's been built through Nairobi National Park. That certainly interferes with the wildlife. And other areas I don't know. There's nothing happening around here yet. But, you never know what happens in the future. How long will it take to finish it? Meat's almost all gone already. They've probably been here for a few hours. Probably very early hours of the morning or very late last night. Strangest partnership I've ever seen, probably the one video of on my channel of the leopard and hyena sharing a warthog. The leopard caught the warthog, hyena came, surprised the leopard, it let the warthog go, the warthog ran away, the hyena chased it and finished it off, and then they both fed together. How's the water shortage problem in South Africa? Some areas it's improved. There's been a lot of rain in some areas, but other areas not. For example, my house where I live, we have not had running water for the last week. Scariest moment while filming, I had a leopard jump in my lap once whilst I was filming it. What are my thoughts on poachers? Well, it's a long and complicated response, but to bring it down to a simple answer, poachers bad. Lion canning, you mean can hunting, Linda? The same answer as poachers. Poachers bad. Lion canned hunting bad. What do you hear the hyena crunching the bone? Most of it, not the bone so much, but the sinews and the skin. Very thick skin. Hello, Michael in Chile. How many hyenas take on a full-grown male lion? Generally, they avoid them. Young male lions, they will take on, and that will depend on how they're feeling any one day. Full-grown male lion, hyenas will run away usually. Keep my loved ones safe on tour. We're in basically a closed vehicle, so it's perfectly safe in the vehicle as long as you don't get out. You're fine. What about canned hunting money going towards conservation? It doesn't. It goes towards the canned hunting operations. Canned hunting is not, it is shooting lions in a cage. There's no conservation there. Inside July or August. I should be here in August or July and August. Just got to check with me closer to the time. yeah, conservation animals of the wild and canned hunting are two. They're completely separate. Canned hunting, no money from canned hunting goes to wild animals at all. How close is the waterhole from this kill? 30 meters. Any idea what killed the giraffe? No, we don't really know. It could have been the hyenas chasing it. Could have been two male giraffes fighting, because it is a male giraffe. There's a lot of broken bushes, but we don't know. We can only theorize. You've heard that the money from trophy hunting goes towards conservation. If there was ever such a thing as ethical trophy hunting, and unfortunately, generally there isn't. It's all about making money. You know, the theory behind it all, money could go back to conservation. You know, population control and stuff like that. Unfortunately, it's never run properly, despite what people say. It's too easy to corrupt when there's money involved, unfortunately. Everything seems to be calming down a bit. What are the, one last question? What are the penalties for poaching? I think it varies between countries. Here in Kenya, there was talk about bringing back the death penalty even for poaching, but it's not happened. In other countries, it can be as low as you know, a couple of $100 fine. It all depends on how strong the conservation ethics are within a country. As everything's calming down, we've still got, we've hardly left the camp yet. We've still got a long way to go and see the animals. Okay, my other camera's also finished its memory card, so I'm going to stop and change that. So we are going to shut down for now. Maybe we'll get something else this morning or this afternoon that I can stream, depending on the network. And I will see you, or not see you, I will talk to you later if we can. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for joining. Cheers, bye-bye.